This is actually one of the easiest questionnaires you'll ever have to fill out in your life. It's 10 minutes and 10 questions. We're looking to go over to 120 million households throughout the United States with the Mail Out, Mail Back campaign. And we're asking respondents just to basically fill out who they are, where they live, if they rent or they own, and how many people there. And we ask some questions about their gender and their ethnic background. This is a paper-based operation. We have a lot of checks and balances that we go in the selection phase of before we hire people to go out and act as listers or enumerators going door to door to collect data. All individuals who are hired to work with the census go through a background check. And so therefore we want to assure to the public that any individual that we have coming through your door has been verified to be a legal person and a person that will, the government doesn't feel is a threat to come collect information. We have 435 congressional representatives in the United States, and the the population counts will determine the allocation of those congressional representatives. Just to give you an example, in 2000 we had 6 congressional seats, and after the 2000 census we went down to 5. So that's a $1.4 million job to Oklahoma over the course of 10 years that we lost as a congressional representative. This is basically the first mandate the federal founding fathers put together after they defeated the British and sent them back across the pond. Before there's the Bill of Rights, the separation of church and state, the freedom of religion, freedom to bear arms, freedom of assembly, freedom of speech. This precedes that in the Constitution. Basically you have the preamble, and then after that you have the separation of the governments, and then they say fill out the census form. So if individuals who sit there and look at the Constitution, it's a full document, and this is what our founding fathers basically developed. Basically George Washington, the first president of the United States, told Thomas Jefferson, basically you young man who helped draft the Declaration of Independence and write the Constitution of the United States, you go out and form my nation. And that's how important a task it was. The third president eventually was the first one, the eventual third president was the first one to actually create the census.